Sup YouTube, how's everybody doing? This is Speed Freak 2010, welcoming you back to Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. So ladies and gentlemen, in this car customization, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Vapid Dominator GTT as part of the Los Santos Tuners update. It is in the muscle car category and will set you back $1,220,000 full price on Southern San Andreas Super Auto's website. However, by ranking up through the LS car meet, you can get its trade price of $915,000, making it, I would say, arguably the cheapest car in this update. Since it is a Vapid car, which is primarily a Mustang, the Dominator GTT is primarily based on a 1969 or to 1970 Ford Mustang. So without that being said, this thing, let's get this thing for a test drive. We're gonna take it one lap normally, and then I'm gonna take it on the outskirts before we go into customization. With that being said, let's go. According to Bruffy 1322, he has tested all of the current DLC tuner cars as of this recording. This car is currently first in the muscle cars class in terms of lap time, just above the classy Yosemite. While it is pretty quick, this thing feels like a sports car, the way it's so nimble, instead of it feeling like a heavyweight muscle car. It turns pretty quick. It feels like a mid-tier sports car rather than a muscle car. And this, yeah, I'm feeling it right here. This thing is pretty nimble. Like I said, while it may be while it may be first in terms of lap time, it's got a decent top speed, according to him, around 100 and I believe 116.5 miles per hour, which balances this thing. So it's basically what the Vapid LE, in my opinion, should have been. Well, in terms of how fast it should go, it should have been faster. So this thing sits right underneath the normal Dominator from day 1 2013, but just above the GTX from the Super Sport update, and way above the Vapid LE, which is the slowest one. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite cars. I like almost all the Mustangs from various generations. While the '69 Dodge Charger RT is my dream muscle car, if it wasn't going to be that, it would probably have to be a Mustang of various generations, except for the more or less the Fox bodies. They're growing on me, but I never did like them all that much. But anyway, that's enough out of me. Let's get straight into the customization. I'll see you guys back in my auto shop. Alright, now that we're back at the auto shop, let's get this thing over with. I already have an idea what this car is gonna be based off of. One of my favorite classic Mustangs from around this year. But first, let's just do all the performance upgrades first. And I'll be sure to change the paint job in a bit. Well, almost everything. I'm not gonna put a turbo in this car for a reason. I have my reasons. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, let's just get right into the bumpers. You can paint them primary or secondary. Well, I'm gonna pretty much keep it chrome. You have same options for the secondary bumper. I'm going to keep this one stock because I don't want to get rid of the reversing lights. Okay, the engine block you can pretty much paint. This thing's got a pretty decent sounding V8. chrome valve colors. You have to keep the bumpers. With here, you have tons of options. You got vertical ram pipes. You have this one, if you can zoom in on the 450 Ci, that's a 7.4 liter V8 with supercharged right underneath it. You have different intakes, and you actually have a supercharger option. With the turbo tuning option, like the Gauntlet, like both Gauntlet Classics, the Hellfire, and the Declasse Tampa, as well as the Vapid Imperator from Arena War, by putting on a turbo tuning, you actually gain a supercharger sound. But on this build, I'm actually going to forgo it because I'm going for a Boss 302 build, which was, I believe, naturally aspirated. So I'm gonna keep it as classic as I can, while throwing in a bit of a resto mod look in here. So let's go for medium polished strut braces, and could go for an intercooler. Yeah, I'm gonna go for just a standard intercooler. Exhaust, you have these variant options, which are just chrome. You have these. You have big bore, which is what I'm gonna go for. You have straight pipe. You have the racing exhaust, and then you have these hot ring exhaust that come out of the side. Okay, fenders. I've taken a look at these on various videos on YouTube, as well as just looking up pictures on the GTA forums website, just browsing there. The fenders are kind of iffy for me. To me, on some builds that I've seen, they work, but on others they kind of work. I guess it depends on what you're trying to go for. But here I'm not going to do that. Here you can actually, the grill, you can actually take off the badge, or you can go for a combo of both the badge and a grill delete. I'm not gonna be honest. It doesn't really work. Headlights. You can actually have a primary headlight grill, much like the Boss 302s. You can have various headlight tapes and covers as well. Hood catches, you can put those on, which is what I'm gonna do for racing hood pins. And you have various different hoods. I think part of me, I think I'm gonna go for a primary cowl induction hood. Part of me actually wishes that this, as well as the ASP, both had shaker hoods, since you can turn both of them into various different versions of the Mustang. You know what? No, I'm gonna go for the primary Saber turbo hood. You'll see you'll see what I mean when I get to that car later. Interior, you can mess with the seats, steering wheels, the roll cage, which I'm really not gonna do because I want to keep this car as classic original as possible. Liveries, you have the white double stripe. Hold on, before I do that, let me go to the respray and just respray this thing. And I'm gonna go with, believe it or not, I'm actually gonna go with a bright orange instead of a yellow. Do I want to go with the Boss 302 yellow? Or do I want to go with bright orange? No, I'm gonna go with a bright. I'm gonna go with a bright orange. Okay, now we can get back to the liveries. We have the white stripes, black performance stripes with a bit of an outline on it. You have the street stripes, which are pretty much taken from the Boss 302. You have the black racing stripes right here. I think these are either both from the Boss 302 or the Boss 429. I'm not entirely too sure. You have different rusted liveries. You have the vintage racer. You have the old school oval. You have the Resto Mod racer, which is a Boss 302 livery, driven by Parnelli Jones, legendary racer Parnelli Jones. You have the Hot Rod Flame, Patriot, and you have the 70s street machine. Not gonna lie, this particular livery just looks better on a van from the 70s, not really a muscle car. Not particularly a muscle car. Louvers, you can have real louvers in different colors. I'm gonna go with the plastic louvers. What was this? I got the classic. Okay, the secondary color changes the stitching in the interior. So I'm gonna paint that orange to match the car. Sunrise orange, bright orange to match the car's paint job. Trim colors, the interior, which I'm gonna make black. The accent color are just the dials, so I'm gonna keep them white. The crew emblem goes on the door. Skirts, you got primary pillar vents and you got air scoops. I'm gonna go with the carbon pillar vents right here, and I'm going to go with the carbon fiber spoiler here to match. Give it that old Boss 302 look. And then you have various different track wings if you want to go for like an autocross look. That's if you want. Okay, splitter. You have a chin spoiler delete. You have it in primary and secondary. And you got race chin spoilers. To match the side skirts, to match the vents and the spoiler, I'm going to go with the carbon chin spoiler. And you also have various different sun strips right here. Suspension, I'm not really going to mess with because this car is already low enough. While I do admit the fitment's good, I just think it's just too low for me. Transmission, I've already put racing in it. Turbo, I'm not going to do because this is the 302 build. I want to get as close as I can. Wheels, I am going to go with a resto mod route and not choose any muscle car rims. While I do think those were good, I'm gonna go with the black Big Mamba colors and spray them black. Tire design, bulletproof tires, tire design, and I think I'm going to go. I think I'm gonna keep them stock. Or do I want to paint them yellow or white? Ooh. Decision to I don't know. What do you guys think in the comment section? Should I go stock or just put them with yellow? Yeah, right now I'm gonna keep it stock. And I'm not gonna do anything with the lights. I'm gonna go with the light smoke. And that's gonna do it for the Dominator GTT. Let me know what you think in the comments section. What you liked about it and what you didn't like about it. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. If you've enjoyed, please leave a like. If you want to see more, or you just want to see more, just hit up the subscribe button. If you want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to do so. Tazmanian94, TAZZMANIAN94. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Happy birthday, whatever it is. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace. Man, this thing's actually kind of fast. Not as fast as the original Dominator, but it's pretty decent. I can't wait. Fun fact, when I had the original Dominator, I actually had a red and white one before I sold it. Before I traded it in for a Sabre Turbo as my first car. And then later, I got another Dominator. And I ended up making that one more like this one in terms of the paint job. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. I'm Speed Freak 2010, signing out. Y'all take care, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you in the next one. So if you want a cheap muscle car, and if you're a muscle car collector, or just a car collector in general, like myself, I say definitely pick this baby up. I'd say it's a must. It is a must buy for me, if you ask me.